Hello and welcome back to Open, everyone. 2 years ago, the BX Arts Factory began with the vision to support local artists and art projects focused on making art accessible to communities in the Bronx. And today, members of the BX Arts Factory will come together along with the community in celebration of the past 2 years and to take a look at what's to come. Here now to tell us more, we welcome co-founder of the BX Arts Factory, Laura Alvarez, and local artist Rudy Mejia, and Gabriel Chacarji. Hello. And welcome. I'm really proud of myself for pronouncing Chacarji, right?
That's perfect.
Right? But welcome, you guys. Thank you for being here with us this morning. And congratulations, Laura, because I remember meeting you at an event last year when you were first launching this project. And here you are 2 years later. And you have a nice roster of artists that are part of the BX Arts Factory. So share a little more.
Yeah, so during 2 years, we've done so much and we've changed so much because, you have to grow as an organization. You start with a vision and then you start developing that vision and you have to move to what your heart tells you that you have to do. And right now we are in a really good place when we've been working with a lot of organizations in the Bronx, and we launched also our own special program, the Nesting the Arts Project. I was here talking to you about it. And we're going to celebrate all those 2 years of success, and having artists from the Bronx participating in this event is going to be like the top on the cake.
So before we speak to the artists that are present, so can you name some of the artistry that is going to be taking place in tonight's fundraiser?
Yes, we're going to have a holiday making card station. We're going to have K-Love painting trains, like old school graffiti trains.
Nice.
So assistants are going to get their name painted on the trains. We're going to have the artists here, so live music, button making station with Rudy Mejia. We're going to have, what else is going on? Oh, a super special photo booth that I can't wait for everyone to see because we're really working so much on it. And some surprises that I cannot tell yet.
Oh, well,
so
we
you
love
have
surprises.
to come and see it.
Nice, nice. It sounds really, really exciting.
Yes, and it's at the Huntington Free Library because it's the oldest library in the Bronx.
Right.
And it's such a nice building, so welcoming and so warm and so special.
That's beautiful. So you mentioned the button making, so I wanted to talk to Rudy, right?
Yeah.
So Rudy, tell us a little bit about your art form and how you're going to teach everyone to, I guess, transfer it to buttons?
Right. So in button making, I think for me, I've always liked to take images that are kind of like demanding to be observed. The same thing with phrases and stuff like that. So I usually encourage people to really think about something that represents them, whether it's one word or a symbol or something, and then they are able to, draw it out and then fill it in using markers or something like that. And we use a machine, press it, and we provide it to them. They can wear it around.
Very cool. Very cool. And so this is your artistry? Like, this is what you enjoy doing, like, as an artist?
Well, for me personally, I like drawing. I'm an illustrator, and I also teach. But more recently, in the last couple of years, I've gotten involved with using merch design as a way to empower people. So whether it's students I work with or in workshops and stuff like that, we usually take those mediums, whether it's pins, iron-on images, or even stickers. We use that to express messages.
That's nice. That's good. It's good. You get the art out there, right? And people wearing them. And then they're wearing their own art, which is really cool. That's really cool. So that's one of the perks of tonight's event. And so, Chacarji, I know that's not your first name, but now that I got it, I'm just going to call you Chacarji.
Yes.
So
you right.
After like
That's
20
perfect.
times before we got on air. And so you're one of the musicians for tonight's event?
Yes. I'm super happy to be. I've been living in the Bronx just 1 year. I've been here in New York for 2 years, and I already feel like home.
From where?
I'm from Venezuela, Caracas, Venezuela, and we're super excited about Laura inviting us to the event. We're gonna be playing our Carmela Ramirez and I. She's a singer also from Caracas, Venezuela. We're gonna be playing our recently released record. It's this one. You can check it out. and you can see it.
It's like
Yeah.
he's like, here, Rhina,
Yeah.
vida.
Yes. So it's
Nice.
this.
Nice cover.
Yeah, thanks. It's a Afro-Venezuelan music, basically.
Afro-Venezuelan
Yeah,
music.
we have a
So
lot
it's got
of.
a lot of percussion in
Yeah,
it.
it has
Yeah,
percussion.
I hear
in it.
Afro, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
right?
so we have traditional Venezuelan music and some jazz in there also. I'm a piano player and I've been also playing a lot of jazz music. So I guess all this Afro mixed with the jazz and mixed with all the influence talks about the multicultural character of the city and of the Bronx. So I'm really happy to be involved with this organization that is like working on this, cultural things and bringing the society and the community together.
Don't
into
you
the
just
arts.
love that about the Bronx?
Yeah,
Like
I love
everybody
it.
just embraces everybody,
It's
right? And
beautiful.
the different cultures. Mr. Chacare, welcome to the Bronx. BX, baby. So Laura, how do you find these artists? Because you really do have a nice different variety of diverse artistry, not just in genres, but in race and nationalities and style.
Well, we are, all the founders were multicultural. We're all from all over the place. So that, plus we have an advisory committee of 16 people, and they're all for even more places. That helps us. And like Rudy, he's been following us since the beginning. He was at the launch party, he was at the first anniversary, he's been on workshops, he participated actively in everything we've done. So what we like is to give back to the people that give us something. And why not having him participate in something that we love and we want to share? And he's been awesome the whole time. Then I met Gabriel through my day job. I work for Parks and Recreation, and I also organize events. And he studies with the New School of Jazz. And I organized this series of concerts last summer, and he was one of the musicians. So, you have to be open to meet people, and not only meet people and see them in the facade. Sometimes we don't see beyond what we meet, and we need to really get to know people that we work with. And sometimes you can feel that you can find someone that you've met for 20 years, you didn't know that person draw.
Right.
So just get to know more of the people is around you, and then you'll find their talents.
No, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful message that you're sending right now, just because sometimes, as artists, you have to take on other occupations to supplement, financial, generation. Right. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to fluff it up. And, we got to generate income sometimes in another form, but that's not necessarily your choice of generating the funds, right? So the fact that you work in other areas and you study in other areas and you get to come and then you join in with other artists and then everybody feeds off of each other. That's the beauty of artistry, is that even though you're in the music field and you're in the visual arts, illustration field, you play off of each other and it's like a dance.
But artists are, like, someone had to do that cover of that
Right.
Oh,
new
yeah.
CD,
That's
right?
right.
So that's an artist that comes to play. So everything has to fit to each other, and then you need events to launch so then you need organizations that are going to support you. It's a lot of things that come together that if we don't support each other, no one else is going to do.
Beautiful. It's really nice that you were able to form this organization and develop it on the scale that you have so
Thank you.
quickly. So just really before we go, just share a little bit about the details of tonight's event.
Yes, tonight's event, it's at the Huntington Free Library. It's in Westchester Square, if you know, almost at the end of the 6th train. And it's from 6 to 10. And there's a sliding scale of tickets because we want it to be inclusive. We don't want to exclude people just because they don't have money. So you can come from $20 to however you want to pay.
However much you want to pay. It's
We're open. Open.
Open. Open. open, like, you know, open. No, it's all good. It's all good. But we all need to support each other. And thank you both for being here. And welcome to the Bronx again. And you guys to join BX Arts Factory to celebrate their second anniversary. It's happening tonight, Friday, December 9th from 6 to 10 p.m. at the Huntington Free Library located at 9 Westchester Square. And for more information, you can visit bxartsfactory.org. All right. So Hostess Community College welcomed Bronx native Julio Pabon to share his book, Knockout, Fidel Castro Visits the South Bronx. And BronxNet reporter Lindsay Violette has the story.
Hostos Community College welcomed Bronxite Julio Pabon to share his book, Knockout, the untold story of Fidel Castro's visit to the South Bronx.
So everybody knows about his visit to Harlem in 1961, but they didn't know about the visit to the South Bronx, and I thought it was important to let people know that Fidel came to the South Bronx.
In 1995, Fidel Castro was disinvited by former Mayor Rudy Giuliani to attend a dinner held for delegates who were originally in town for the United Nations 50th anniversary celebration, but was then invited by none other than Julio Pabon to come to the Bronx through a press release. Pabon never thought in a million years that the Cuban leader would visit the Bronx, but he did. Carlos Molina and Wallace Edgecombe were some of the lucky people that had the chance to witness the historic event.
And it was just historic. And everything that Julio Pabon described is true, and he really does a wonderful description of the event.
It was a wonderful evening. It was so special to have a leader like Fidel Castro in the Bronx. They wanted to have the event in Manhattan, but he opted to come to the Bronx and thereby make a political statement.
Throughout the event, Pabon shared some stories, but he also reminds students that anything is possible once they put their mind to it.
If a person like me, who grew up in the South Bronx, with what I had, was able to write a book, nothing is impossible. My message to everybody is, especially in these days where we're having a president that we don't know where, how, or what's going to happen, you shouldn't stay quiet. If you feel something is wrong, go beyond Facebook, go beyond Twitter. Organize, do something, get involved, and let people know what you really feel.
Knockout proves that our voices and actions matter. To get a copy of the book, visit knockoutthebook.com or check it out on Amazon. I'm Lindsay Violet, reporting for BronxNet.
And thank you, Lindsay. We are taking a quick break, but don't go anywhere. There's more Open coming up next.